Hello again. Andy here. I still don't have an intro. Probably never will. So, I guess maybe this will be more of a regular thing. I don't expect they'll get terribly good, or these will get any kind of views. This is basically my public diary. Probably not a good idea. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, considering I basically had a breakdown in my last video, I guess I kind of want to talk about, a solution to that, existential crisis, like, a solution to, basically the world ending and, all of us dying. And honestly, that thing is, socialism. Or more specifically, in more material terms, people, like, actually getting together and organizing for their rights, for our rights, and for a better life, and all that good stuff. Because, I mean, the thing is that, I made, like, a Facebook live video of this once, but I'm not a socialist for, like, idealistic reasons or anything like that. It's, very pragmatic. It seems to me that socialism or communism or whatever kind of leftist type thing, that seems to me the best way to make the best kind of world. But here's the thing. A year ago, that's pretty much where I ended it, but now I think the stakes are much, much higher. I mean, I guess maybe not. Maybe they were always this high and we just didn't know. And by we, I mean those of us who are privileged enough to be, blissfully ignorant. But honestly, like, I think for a lot of us, it is still, like, this did kind of blindside us a bit, because, I mean, injustice has been a thing forever, and people have been dying needlessly forever, and people have been suffering needlessly forever, but now it's just kind of all coming to a head. It always seemed like, especially with climate change and with these, like, giant existential threats, they always seemed like somewhere in the future. Not anymore. Now they're right here. And that's kind of scary, and by kind of, I mean terrifying. So yeah, but now it's much more dire. Now I'm not a socialist because I think it's, like, the best kind of government or whatever. Now I'm a socialist for survival. I really do feel like if we have even a chance of A, not going extinct, B, I just lost my train of thought. A, not going extinct. B, having any kind of good life. We have to do a socialism. We just have to. We can't capitalism our way out of this. We just can't. We tried capitalism for the last 100 or 200 years or whatever. It's done. It's over. Just stop. Like, literally, capitalism will kill us if we don't stop. And, that's kind of a reason why I identify more as a socialist than any other kind of leftist, like, more of the, because to me, socialist seems like a very broad term, like, it seems to encapsulate, like, a lot of leftist ideology, and it's kind of, like, mushy or whatever, and usually I hate that. Usually I hate mushy terms. Like, for example, I, like, identify as, like, an atheist rather than a non-believer, because I don't know, I don't like weasel words like that. But the thing is, I'm not, like, educated enough to, be certain about something like anarcho-communism, for example. Like, that one I like it a lot, even if I have some small disagreements with it. Like, I do think that we need some kind of centralized government, which anarcho-communism is not for, which I completely understand why. Like, there needs to be a balance, I feel like, between a centralized... Because, I mean, think about, like, where we are now with this pandemic. If we didn't have a centralized form of government, you know, things would probably not go so well. And as a matter of fact, a big part of the reason why things aren't going well at all is because the federal government is allowing states to do whatever. You know, like Texas, we're reopening. You know, like, it's, and of course our COVID cases are just skyrocketing because of it. People are going to die because the federal government isn't coming in and saying, hey, you guys need to stay in place. So that's a pretty good example of when a centralized form of government would be good. But here's the thing, anarcho-communism might have, like, there might be, you know, blends of anarcho-communism that do have, like, a centralized form of government in there, or maybe I misunderstood something, and that's kind of the point. I don't know enough about, like, anarcho-communism, or anarcho-syndicalism, or Marxist-Leninism. I don't know enough to, like, form a, like, good opinion on it, let alone identify as that, so, but the point that I'm trying to get at is that I don't really care which version of leftism we go towards, as long as we defeat the Godzilla monstrosity that is capitalism. Like, I feel like that's kind of step one. And it's a step we've been working at for a very long time, unfortunately. I'm very new to this. I say we, but I'm very new to all of this, so, but from what I can tell, it's something we've been fighting for, or at least leftists have been fighting for a very long time. So, so yeah, if we have even a chance, because the thing is, I think in my last video I said something like, we'll all die, like, choking on the fumes of a dying planet outside of the dome. And the thing is, I'm still fairly certain that the dome's going to happen. There's going to be a society of haves and have-nots, and the have-nots are going to needlessly suffer. But we can still control how much suffering happens amongst the have-nots. You know, we can still control that. And we can still control whether or not the human race continues to exist. And the only way we can do that is if we organize now. Now, what does it mean exactly to organize? I have some ideas about that, but, yeah, this video, it's not long, it's like 7.5 minutes, but to be perfectly honest, I think that's long enough. I don't really feel like getting into, like, what organizing is or anything like that. Maybe I will do, like, 7-minute socialist videos. That was something that I was considering. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. We're now getting up to 8 minutes. Whatever. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you are watching. Really appreciate it. Do the things, I guess. Subscribe, like, whatever. Or maybe don't. I don't know. I still don't know if I even should be doing this. Who knows? Okay. Bye!